What's up, good people? It's your boy Laws, OSS 980, other side of sports. You know why we here, dog. We gotta talk. The Wizards, they trying to get me back on board. They trying real hard to get me back on board. This NBA draft, they did a good job. I'm liking what I'm seeing out of the Wizards. They had a second pick. They got Alexander Sarr um, from France. I like him. I'm gonna go into what I project and see him as a player. I finally got to look and dissect the tape, look at his game, and see all of that. I'm gonna give you the floor and the ceiling of who I think Alexander Sarr will ultimately become for the Wizards. Still some question marks around just their ability to develop players because I'm not sold on Keefe. Everybody's he's a great man. Scrap all that. The Bama won 15 games last year. We're not doing this. So I still have question marks around that and their ability to kind of extract and develop a player to their potential, their capability. We'll see. I'm gonna get into that. The Bud Carrington pick at 14 with the trade that they made to get rid of the scrub, Denny Avdia, all these people, he's a good player. What are they doing? Stop it. This Bama was mid-tier scorer. He was just somebody who they raised his value by him playing a bunch of minutes. The progression was too minimal for him to be playing 30 minutes and only averaging 14 points a game. I think the Wizards showed that they have some basketball people in the building finally, and they saw that they could get this much out of Denny Avdia, which is beyond me. But if another man's trash is another man's treasure. If they want Drea, that been around the block, and they want this, you can have them. We get Malcolm Brogdon back, who still is I feel like is a viable point guard and can definitely contribute to your team. We get Malcolm Brogdon, and then we also get like three additional picks, and they swap. They got the 14th pick in this draft to get Bud Carrington, who I think might be the steal of the draft, bro. I think he might be the steal of the draft. Now, the dude from Tennessee, Connect, he vicious too. If they would have went that way, I wouldn't have been mad. Y'all know my preference. I need Bamas who can score. I don't want these dudes who just specialize in defense and all that. No, give me the cookers who can score, because that's the teams that win. That's what you need to win. You need guys who can score the basketball. Every winning team you look at there, who they got? They got scores. Celtics in there, Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, they score the basketball. The Mavericks on the other side, Kyrie, Luka, they score the basketball. OKC, they got scores. Shai Gill, he'll score. You need scores. Buddy, he's I think, to me, when you talk about guys that are league ready, he's league ready. He's league ready. He got handles. He got the three ball, the step back, all NBA scoring package that you need in the NBA. He got it. To me, I look at Bud Carrington and I see him in the realm of a Jalen Green with better passing ability and more consistent shooting ability. So, I just think Bud Carrington is going to be really good for this team. Unlike Bilal, last year, Bilal was a project to me, and I feel like he wasn't ready now. And we'll see what his development is like. I know that he played throughout the year, and they kind of developed him a little bit more, but we're going to see. But Bud is ready now. You can plug and play him right now. I wouldn't even try to go through all the format. I hate it when coaches try to do this. We got our guy, and then you try to work you in. No, just your team is trash. There should be no loyalties to nobody on this team. Whoever the best players are should be playing the minutes, period. That's just how it should be. Anything else tells me you don't know what you're doing. And that's why I have no really faith in the regime, because we've seen time and time again, they just mismanage the rosters and the wrong guys are playing. Like, we're not doing that. You're changing the roster over clearly. It's a rebuild. These young kids got to play. They have to play. Now, for Alexander Sarr, he's a very interesting pick to me because his game has the potential to be in the likes of a Kevin Garnett, like a KG, where he giving you blocks, he on the glass, he giving you, the mid-range turnaround jumpers. Like, he got touch. SARS he looks like he got a little bit of touch. He can shoot the ball. I know he wasn't doing a whole bunch of shoot, but he can handle the rock decent enough. He's good. A great rim protector. I mean, he's great, elite rim protection. He runs the floor effectively. He's definitely like pick and roll. You could, he's your guy. He gonna be like a Capella in a lot of situations because of just how he moves around the rim. But I think that he has KG potential. If you can develop his shot more and get him more confident in taking that shot, you could get into the KG potential. Now, on the other side of that, you know what I'm saying? If you don't get the KG potential, you're probably looking at a Evan Mobley type dude. Like, you're probably looking at like Evan Mobley. That's what you're looking at. Like, I think he could give you, 14, 12, and 2. I'm talking about 2 blocks. I think he could give you that on a night-to-night basis, right? If he's getting the 30-plus minutes and you letting him rock out. But I could see a situation where right now, like, you have Jordan Poole, you have Kuzma and stuff like that. I could see a situation where he emerges and really becomes like a go-to guy. Now, I don't know about his, part of being a superstar in the league is just mentality, and I think we saw early on with Jason Tatum, where like you saw the ability and you were like, oh man, he showed you flashes, but he just wasn't playing night in and night out with that like high level of confidence. Like, I'm just gonna cook, So it's gonna be interesting to see how Sarr comes out and just what his playing time looks like. But I just all bets are off. Like, there should be nobody outside of maybe Kuzma if you bring him back and it doesn't end up traded. Jordan Poole, okay, because he got the contract and you paying him like a superstar, so he got to get the minutes. But outside of that, everything is up for grabs, dog. I think you could put Bud Carrington at the 1-2 and let him, run the offense. He's an elite passer. He can shoot. Sometimes he get into like one-on-one mode, which is the NBA. I mean, like you talking about what the NBA is comprised of is players who are able to create on their own and make plays, and he's that. But he can pass the rock, and if you give him a level of confidence, like, hey, look, you're an NBA player now, like, we're gonna rock out. Bilal, just to me, doesn't have the scoring ability that Bud Carrington had just right out the gate. And so for me, I'm like, well, put Bud Carrington in and let him run, because he can pass, he can shoot the trade, the step back, he got mid-range, like, he's a scorer. So put him in, let Bilal, like, have him in like a 6-man role or something like that, where he can come off, and spell, and maybe depending on what the matchups are, like, you could have him in there. I mean, I think the Wizards are finally looking like they have some semblance of a plan to change this roster over, and I'm okay with it. I'm not over the moon excited. I'm not like, going to say they're going to win 35 games. Like, I don't know that they're there. I'm a skeptic when it comes to like these foreign players. just because I just don't know, bro. It just, like I just don't know what to expect. Like, where is his heart at? Like, I can't. That's something I can't test. Like, I don't have no heart tester when you watching game film just to see. You know what I'm saying? Football is a little different because it's more physical and like in how it's constructed. Basketball is the physicality is a little different, but I like what I see out of Bud Carrington. I'm really excited to see that pick kind of play out because he has all the tools. I mean, even when he's making plays, you can just see he plays with a passion. He's very like in your face, like he'll hit a bucket and jump up in your face. Like, I like all of that. I'm a fan of all of that, and I think that shows that he's not scared, and going to the next level with Bilal, early on you could just tell, and he's young. I get it, but you could just tell it was like he's like a fish out of water a little bit, like trying to get acclimated to just that spotlight. And Bud Carrington doesn't seem like he seems like he thrives off of it. And so, we're gonna see summer league. If he comes out and he cooks in the summer league, then you should just go ahead and stamp it on mothers that he in the starting lineup, though, because he is the type of guy that I want to try to put investment into because he has the tools to be. I'm trying not to jump out the window with this. I'm trying, just work with me. The tools he got in his bag can transpire or to elite. He got elite tools that can make him into a superstar. I know it's early. I'm just saying he got the tools in his tool bag to be like a superstar type of guy, like a name in the league. I'm not saying he's gonna be that day one, but he got the tools. If he put the work together with it might be something there. Yeah, it might be something there. So, you know, um, I I'm I'm definitely a fan. Again, the draft is tricky because you know where they were picking, and when they took over that pick, I was like, I wonder what they're gonna do with this pick. Now, in my mind, I'm like, if they get Dalton Connect, I'm okay with that. Yeah, I'm okay with that because he's an elite scorer, dog. Elite scorer. He got bounce. He can do it. And so to me, I was just like, okay, if they go Dalton Connect, I'm cool. Getting Bud was actually, in my opinion, the better selection because I think Bud does more for what this team needs than what Dalton Connect would do. With the Wizards roster right now, like, I'm sorry. People like Corey Kispert, fine. But I think when you look at the team, you look at what Bud Carrington can do. I mean, like I said, the summer league gonna really tell me what I need to know about him. And if he come out that joint cooking like I believe he will, then you Corey Kispert, we moving you to the second team. Um, Yeah, I'm going with the young talent. People, anybody told me, dude, you can't do that to Corey Kispert. He been here and this. Like, stop all of that, dog. The record, the record is the record. And so I don't care about none of this, like what we did before and these people who've been on the team. I don't care about none of that. You won 15 games last year, bro. I don't all that's out the window. We starting the best batters who have the most potential to cook. And I seen Corey Kispert, and I know what his ceiling is, dog. I know what his ceiling is. And unfortunately, Bud Carrington, potential-wise, is higher than that. So I'm going to invest in that. Everything else taking a back seat. Hopefully, like Bilal, if they have him in the summer league and we can see more out of him this year, that will be encouraging. Um, so that's yet to be seen. That's yet to be seen. Um, the last guy they picked up, Kyshawn George, he looked like a spot up deep threat shooter. Okay, he letting them fly from deep. Okay, I mean, I think it's a. I'm not thrilled about the pick. It's cool. I see what they trying to do. He can shoot the rock though. He clearly can shoot the rock, but when 6'7" shooter from outside, so I guess they trying to fill Kyle Kuzma's shoes just in case they get an offer they like. Because to me, he kind of has a Kyle Kuzma ish game, a lot of outside shooting. It looks like nice touch from behind the arc. Um, but yeah, Kyle Kuzma clone, spot up shooter. But looks like he can fill it up if he get the open look. Um, but again, Bama average 7 points. That 7 points, 42% from the field, 56 from three rebounds, like 2 assists. Like, yeah, you got to get that player doing more stuff than just shooting threes from the perimeter. So it's fine at 26, but I I could have just left that out the review. He's just the guy that they brought on to add depth to the team. Maybe he can kind of spot fill in for Kuzma at that small forward spot if you need to. But from what I see, you can't get rid of Kuzma and think he gonna give you the same production. That's not gonna happen. So um, overall, Sarr, if I have to grade the Sarr pick, I think at number two, based upon the potential and what you're trying to get, I give it a B plus. I give it a B plus grade. I think Sarr has the potential to be, like I said, he could turn into a KG and really give you like 19, 12 and 6, or 19, 12 and 2 blocks a night, which is significant. Um, or he'll give you a Evan Mobley, like a cool 14, eight rebounds and a block or two, which is solid. That's solid too, right? But I mean, of course, we want KG. Like, if we want him to turn into KG. But Bud Carrington, to me, I feel like he has potentially the greatest upside of the guys that they drafted, and maybe that's why they made that move and they got that 14 pick, and they saw value in it. And I feel like the Wizards used that value wisely at that pick and getting that player. So I give the Bud Carrington an A grade. I give the SARS a B plus grade, and then the Kyshawn George C minus. C minus. So overall, I mean, I guess you put those grades together, that end up at a B, B plus. Um, yeah. So we'll see. It's all summer league starts in like a week after the draft, like a week or two. They're gonna be in Vegas. Then we're gonna see what time it is. We're gonna see what's up. So, you know, I'm be watching just like y'all. I am kind of back on board, just semi back on board with the Wizards, just because I feel like they did come into this draft with a plan, and it looks like they executed. So we gonna see. We gonna see. Follow us at OSS 980 at Other Side of Sports. Um, Subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment. What do you think about the draft picks? What do you think about Sarr? What do you think his ceiling is and his floor? Put the ceiling and the floor in the comments for Bud Carrington too. And if you think Kyshawn George is that guy, and you wanna tell me what I don't know what I'm looking at, then go ahead and let me know in the comments who you see him as in the league, whatever. So I'm curious to hear what y'all think about it. It's your boy Laws. Peace.